there, salty friends, and thanks for popping over to our YouTube channel to check out this inside look video for Coral Magazine. I'm Alex Rose, Associate Editor of Coral, and we're going to be checking out the pages of the May-June issue with the exciting and extremely beautiful theme of jawfishes. In addition to a whole bunch of fabulous jawfish content, we have a variety of other article topics too, including snorkeling with whale sharks in Mexico, the history of the Central Campus Aquarium Science Program in Des Moines, Iowa, a portrait of an aquarium built for surgeonfishes, and plenty more as always. So let's check it out. As always, we open with our editor's letter from Mark Levinson. And while I don't usually mention the letters here, I will this time because it touches on the important issue of anti-aquarium legislation. It seems that about once a year now, the industry comes under attack from anti-aquarium activists, leveraging the legal system to try to shut down the hobby. The most recent effort was the reintroduction of the Saving Nemo Act, which is H.R. 2176, in case you want to look it up and send comments to your state representatives. The bill is being pushed under the guise of ensuring sustainability, but as is generally always the case with bills of this nature, the true purpose of it is to implement regulations that are so complex that they would be impossible to comply with, amounting to a ban on marine aquarium species sourced from both the wild and from aquaculture. Over here at Coral, we do our best to keep up to date on these developments. So if you haven't done so before, please sign up for our free e-newsletter where you'll receive updates and recommended actions about issues like this when they tend to arise. And there's a link to sign up for our e-newsletter in the description below this video. Okay, let's go now. So if you've ever read any scientific literature about jawfishes, chances are that you have Dr. William Smith-Vaniz to credit for at least some of that information. Dr. Smith-Vaniz was a dedicated ichthyologist and taxonomist who described 38 of the 110 species of jawfishes currently recognized. He was also an avid scuba diver whose expeditions took him to exotic locations all around the globe. We hoped to work with him on this issue of the magazine, but he unfortunately passed away in March of this year. So this edition of Coral is dedicated to him and the huge body of important work he contributed to the world of marine ichthyology. All right, time to dive in. We kick things off with some gorgeous corals like the rainbow micromusa behind me in our Reef Visions section, where we always deliver the eye candy. Then we get right into the jawfish cover story content. Our first article gives an overview of jawfishes in the wild, including a breakdown of the 4 genera represented, their anatomy, distribution, habitat, behavior, and care needs. Next, we learned about jawfishes in the aquarium trade, and it turns out that only a couple of jawfish species are truly popular in the hobby, despite the fact that many more of them would make for great aquarium species. After this one, you'll be treated to an exclusive excerpt from Martin Moe's forthcoming book called The Rising Tide Conservation Breeder's Guide to Marine Aquarium Fishes, where you can read detailed accounts of his experiences culturing Opistognathus orifrons, the yellowhead or pearly jawfish. Following that is a super detailed article about the captive breeding of Opistognathus rosenblatti, the blue-spotted jawfish that is on the cover of this magazine. This was a huge breakthrough at Dijon Aquaculture, and we're really excited to be able to share this captive breeding first with you here in our pages. There's a fascinating set of images that tracks the larval development from day 1 post-hatch to day 21 post-hatch, and it's amazing to see their growth in such great detail. There's then a follow-up article discussing whether or not the same species, the blue-headed jawfish, should be considered a cold water fish or not. The author thinks this may be a bit of a misconception in the popular literature available on this fish. Then we jump to the other end of the size spectrum and get to experience a snorkeling adventure in Mexico to swim with whale sharks, the biggest fish in the sea. Next is our aquarium portrait, where we feature an almost 200-gallon reef that's over 7 feet long and purpose-built to accommodate the substantial swimming needs of surgeonfishes. We close out the magazine with an inspirational story about the high school marine sciences lab at Central Campus in Des Moines, Iowa, that focuses on preparing students with skills and experiences to lead them to careers working with aquatic animals under human care. Well, that's about it for this time. As always, there's lots to learn in this edition of Coral, so hopefully you're subscribed to the magazine. If you missed this edition, you can always purchase it from our back issue shop on the Coral website. I hope you enjoyed this exclusive inside look at this exciting new issue of Coral. And if you like this video, please be sure to click subscribe to our channel, and most importantly, subscribe to Coral Magazine. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.